Welcome to cornykeg.com. Today in this video we're going to talk about converting a Sanke coupler over to accept ball lock connections, so you can flip back and forth between a Sanke keg and a ball lock keg in the same kegerator. And what we have here is, there's a couple ways to do it, really. Two ways to do it. There is some conversion kits that are out on the market now, and what you're seeing there is the wing nuts. They typically come with the wing nuts, the tail pieces, and your barbed fittings. That's one kit, one way to do it. And then ours is that's our conversion kit, the Corny conversion kit, which basically you can see there it's just like a gas and liquid post, and it's the same kind of setup. If you're familiar with the ball lock kegs, there's a poppet in there. You see the nut to tighten it down, and there's also a gasket in there. So those are the two kits, though, that are commercially available. And so now what we're going to do is go through and show you how you would convert using each one of those kits. So the first one we're going to do is the tail piece and the nut kit, which is one of the most common ones that you'll find out there. So again, here's your typical setup that you have when you get a keg, or when you get a kegerator. So you're going to have to take those off. You install the new tail piece, and what you can see there is that tail piece is threaded instead of barbed, so that's going to allow you to connect and disconnect the hoses. But so you're going to have to do that to each side, both the gas and liquid side. But it's the same fitting. So now your coupler's ready to go. Now what you're going to have to do is then install the nuts into the tubing, and there you see that with the barbs, so you can connect now to the Sanke coupler. So there you go. Now you're connected. Now you can tap the keg. It's very important to note, you cannot tap the keg before you've connected the tubing, because if you do, of course your beer's going to go all over the place. So very important. But now you're ready to tap. So now you're tapped. Okay, now you want to go to the ball lock keg, to your Corny keg. So you untap the keg, unscrew the connections, and now you're going to have to connect to an MFL ball lock connector. That's the liquid connector there, and you do the same thing for the gas. And now you're ready to go. You can connect it to your ball lock keg. Okay, so not bad. Now you're connected. Now you want to go back to the Sanke. Well, you're going to have to take the connectors off. You're going to have to unscrew them. Put them back on the coupler, and again, then once they're connected to the coupler, and not before, now you're ready to go, where you can tap the keg and you're ready to go. So that's the old way of doing it. Not a bad way. A little bit labor intensive, kind of a pain in the ass, actually, if you ask me. Got to go back and forth like that. So now with the new Corny keg Sanke connection, or Sanke conversion kit, this is really it's very similar to your standard post connections. They're exactly the same as your standard post connections on a ball lock Corny keg. So again, now here's very important to note, just like on a ball lock keg, you're going to have to make sure you get the liquid post on the liquid side and the gas post on the gas side. But there you go. Now you're ready to go. You've got your connections made, or your posts on. So once you tap your keg, and you can see, it really is, you basically turn that Sanke keg into a ball lock keg. So now with your standard ball lock connections. Click them on, tap the keg, you're ready to go. Now from here, when you want to switch back to your corny keg, all you have to do is pull the connector off. Switch it over to your corny keg. You can leave your Sanke keg tapped. There's no, you don't have to untap it. There's no mess. There's no spills. It acts just exactly like a ball lock keg now. Want to go back from your ball lock to your Sanke? Pop it on, pop it off. Simple. So those are basically your two options when you want to convert a Sanke keg and allow it to accept the ball lock connections and switch back and forth between a Sanke keg and a ball lock keg. So go to our website. You can find our conversion kit in the conversion kit section. It's a Sanke conversion kit. If you're using Sanke kegs, give it a try. I don't think there's an easier kit on the market.